Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals.
Take it in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson.
And a short pickup to about the 25. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Forced out to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Here we go, here we go. 46 down, man, 5-4.
On play action, it's Wentz.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll go again with Patterson.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cordero Patterson. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On play action, it's Murray. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the counter, it's Connor. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Play fake. Murray steps away.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play for...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murray now. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect we'll go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Running the counter, Patterson.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd down, here's Patterson.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah
able to record his 5th sack of the season. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Murray going to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week easily.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Patterson running between the tackles. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play action. Now it's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Right down the middle. Cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Straight ahead, Patterson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Wentz. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit, and let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up, and gave them exactly what they needed.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before half for Murray. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. Giants are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Wentz. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Before he's taken down at the 27. Wentz now on 1st down. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, they're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open.
And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Shotgun now for Murray.
And this will be swung out here for counter. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run here with Connor. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 23. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing to battle, to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw is Murray. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing again, Murray. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. He's got them out to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense and make sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. A right side run with Patterson. 72 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. On play action, it's Wentz. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a give to Patterson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Let's go, great.
They fake the give. Now Wentz on the move to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing his Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game. That's now his second interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. Third and long. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
82.
Now Wentz on third down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And he is going to have the Giants first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth. Wentz to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.